Hey guys, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. As always, we're going to start from the top and then work our way through the lower time frames to see what we're going to do today with this beautiful market that we love so much. Okay, so from a dominant trend direction, we still see that Bitcoin is almost undecided in a way. It's been taking a really long time for it to climb along the support and resistance over here, and it's losing momentum. So one or two scenarios is that this may come up to finalize and then move down, or alternatively, it can come up to there and begin its way down from here. It's a bit too soon to say. Reason I allude to that is because the oscillator hasn't switched on the 2048. So let's go down to the 512 to provide us with more detail. This is the forecast we've had up for a while. If you're unsure of what you're looking at, these yellow boxes are the area of non-probability, and the white area is an area of higher probability. So as I zoom in a bit more, what I'm looking for once again is, has the market decided to turn here and it's just gradually moving across before dropping off? Or is it just making its way over to the support line and then pull itself up again for a bit to drop down? So not enough information to help us out on that. And for that reason, we're going to drop down another time cycle. Okay, so this is starting to provide us with a bit more information as to what's going on. We've had the first turning points. If you don't know what a turning point is, let me just quickly speak to that for a second. The turning point is basically, the clue's in the name there. It's a place in which price turns around at. So we have a high over there, a low, high, and a low, and a high, and a low. So we're at this current low and seeing whether or not the next high is in for the transition down. So on the 128, we're starting to see that we could actually be provided with the information that might guide us along on the higher frames. So whilst this is set up like that, I'm going to investigate what it looks like to the other direction, and it actually looks pretty convincing that we're going to be going down. All right, why I feel as if this could be going down is because there is a switch on the oscillator. We have some lineup on the sine wave. The shape within the kill zone is looking pretty convincing. And in terms of turning point spacing, for 7 to move to an 8, this is a typical setup. So what I mean by that is, if 7 is going to move to an 8, let's say for example over here, 8 will then come to a 9 forming on the first half of quadrant 4. And then from there, probably move to a 10, either turn around to the upside or go to a lower high and then continue going down. So that's one scenario. And with the information we have here, that seems to be the more likely scenario. Let's have a look at it a bit more. So trend direction, 7 below 5. Turning point spacing, as we just spoke to, it's possible that that could be a 7. From a scaling perspective, I'm going to go to our resonance ring, take focus mode off, see where it has, the data isn't too strong in this environment because it was just a small transition over there. So I'm not really going to use the resonance ring on this one. Let's get back to our forecasting, support and resistance setup. Move down to kill zone. That looks like a well-built kill zone, so I'm happy with that. The time projection, I'm going to start looking into this region onwards for our price to form, which means that I'm going to just block out this area of probability for the next turning point to form. And I'm also going to block out where price has already been, giving us this area of probability to work with. All right. Cube roots, don't worry about that for now. Oscillator switch down, price projection. Let's have a look real quick. So what is the most likely setup over here? Whoa, if this works out, it's going to be quite a long journey down. So if you guys don't know how to leverage trade yet, that means to buy high, sell low. to bet against the market or to open up a margin position, then please ask us how that's done, as you want to be buying high and selling low. Okay, so that's what the play is over here. Spot traders won't be able to benefit from this move, but the educated traders like us will. So for the time being, I want to say that's where I want to suggest price is going to be. To around about 20,700 in 3 days. All right, so that's the one trade. Let's see if the lower frames agree there. Okay, you can see price gradually moving down. It's now in the PRI section. Go into focus mode. Just rule out where the price isn't going to turn. So it won't turn up here because it's moving down and it's already been there. And it won't turn anywhere back here because it's impossible. Price has already moved beyond this point. So somewhere within this environment, we will see a turning point happen, and thereafter it'll move up for a little bit, which is where we'll buy the high and sell it as it moves down. Okay, so if you want to get in now, it'll be recommended that it happens with a lower sized position and with lower leverage, as it's already traveled quite far along this transition to the downside. Finishing off with our day trading chart. That's business as usual over here. I'm just waiting for this high to be in, the turning point 3 to be complete, and then I'll short Bitcoin down. All right, so this video was a little bit longer than expected. In the future, I'll try to trim it in a bit. But yeah, so for right now, the play would be to wait for price to climb along this environment, find its turning point, and then from there, shorten the market downwards. That's it for today. Thanks for your attention. Good luck on the markets, and I'll see you tomorrow.